Good evening, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to this live trading session, New York session. We are live, and I'm just gonna get started right away. If this is your first time tuning in to my channel, to one of my lives, welcome, guys. Usually at this hour, 4 p.m. Kenyan time, which is usually the beginning of the New York session, I just go into the market, analyze, and begin to share trade ideas in my signals group. So as we speak, US 30 is on the move. And I just want to give a signal. I was looking at it earlier. So just hold on, guys. So if you're watching and you're trading with us, feel free to jump into US 30 on a sell. With the entry being 34,525. That's my entry. 524, 525. Yes. Yeah, that's my entry. So let's see. And I'm looking at a target of so what was I saying? My entry is 34,525. My stop loss, I'll put it around 34,574, which is about 51 pips. Yeah. I wanna try and I wish I could put it. I'll put it at 48 pips. Is it 48 pips? Just above the previous high. So this high here. I'm looking at this. There's an order block here. I'm on the 30-minute, guys. I'm sorry, I may not be able to answer questions right now. Okay, so I'll just call the first trade. Yeah. So let me just 34, 515 is 10 pips. 34, 505 is 20 pips. I'm looking at target of 100, 200 pips thereabouts. So my target is 34,333. I'm just coming to the previous order block below here. Just before it broke through, before this huge move, which I believe was an institutional move. So this is an institutional level. This is where we're at. Okay, much prefer this level. So 34,333. TP3 is 34,333, which is about 200 pips. To be exact, 190 pips. Intraday target is about 200 pips. 200 points, guys. Points. These are indices. This is an index. We'll usually say expect pullback. So my my stop loss is at, let's see, just above the previous order block. So let me see. Yeah, that's 49 pips. I think that's okay. and that would be 34,574. 49 pips. 49 points. Sorry, guys. 49 points. Okay, so the first trade idea is out for the New York session, US 30 or DJ, depending on your broker. Entry price is 34,525. Take profit 1 is 34,515. Take profit 2 is 34,505. And take profit 3 is 190 points from the entry price, which is 34,333. My stop loss is 49 points from, so my risk to reward is basically 123.73. So we'll see how that pans out. Hopefully we'll get the max. At a minimum, I think we would probably get to 66 points possibly, and then maybe see some, pullback happening before it continues to the 190 points level. So this is my first trade idea for the session. So yeah, so if you're here, like I said, for the first time, trading with us live for the first time, welcome, 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 welcome. I usually do I'm not usually, I used to do a live session every day, 4 p.m. But then life got a bit hectic, and so I'm just restarting these 4 p.m. live sessions, but on Mondays only. So every Monday there'll be a live session. Anybody can come on, take the trade ideas I give, or just see how I analyze the market. So on German 30, let me just clear my messy chart. So literally, the reason why usually I wait for the market to warm up, let me just go back to US 30. I usually wait for the markets to warm up at 4, but I've been looking at this. I looked at this since last night. If you watched my Sunday weekly analysis, I actually, looked at US 30 and had said I was actually waiting for it to break structure up here and begin a push to the downside on market open. But of course, it consolidated overnight, which is our overnight Kenyan time. And usually, because it's a Monday, the market warms up usually in the New York session, especially for the indices. Gold has actually been looking good, so we'll look at it in shortly. But I just want to look at German 30, another index that I like to trade. What have I put here? German 30, German 30. Let's go on the daily, So there's been a lot of, I keep on saying, no real direction in this market of ours. Let me just look at the weekly, see what's up. Yeah, so that's where we're at. Okay, guys. Okay. So we're kind of looking, bullish, but I'm kind of like not sure we're going to break structure today. We may later on in the session, but let me go on lower time frame, and mark my areas of interest. So you can see there was a really nice push to the upside. So my take on German 30 is that we will, following this strong push and then, just getting to the weekly and daily high, I feel like we are going to see some, consolidation downwards. So like this is already a down, lower, this is a high, swing high to a swing low here, and then it's just been, zigzagging, and I think it's just going to continue to the downside. So, and we can see here, made another attempt and wasn't able to break through that and just started pushing lower. So I think the continuation, I think I'm hoping that price could literally get back to, let me see, this level, 114 points away. So yeah, retest this and then just retest it again and then possibly push to the upside. So I'm not yet convinced this is ready to push up, but this is the, and if I was to like, just hold on, just look at the trend. The trend is up, right? As we speak, the trend is up, but I'm seeing it breaking this trend and just retesting this previous level. That's how it's looking, my people. On the 30 minutes, So German 30, let me look at the lower time frame for an entry. Lower time frame is even looking nicer than the higher entry in terms of entry. I mean, if you can see what I'm seeing, guys, price pushed up, violated this high here. Okay, and pushed all the way to the top. And then there was some rejection here at the top, bearish engulfing candle formed, and we can see, retested this level again, but then pushed lower and just been pushing lower. So right now, I'm biased for a push to the downside. When I look at the 5 minute, it's kind of giving me a confirmation. So what I'm going to do is because now we're on the trend here line, so we may, but I'm going to put a sell stop order. So I'll put my sell stop at 15471.18. That's what we're looking at. Look again. Because I'm seeing, you see there's liquidity here, okay? There are buyers who have been pushing this price up all the way from this level, and possibly there are stop losses here as well. So I feel like, price will come down to grab this liquidity, the lower portions here, before it pushes up. So my second call of today's session is US 30. Sorry, is German 30. German 30. So I'm just posting it in my signals group. And guys, like I've already given one trade, I'm giving a second trade. It's not that people take all the trades. I mean, it's not even possible to do that. So I just share trade ideas because I know people trade different things. Some people like to trade indices, some people don't touch indices, some like gold, some don't touch gold. Others stick to currencies, others don't trade specific currencies. Yeah, so that's why I give a range of different trade ideas. And then if you want to choose the one that best fits your trading style or trading personality. And I'm also trading, I mean, I work from home, guys. So my daughter right now, she's in between changing schools. So today she's home. She starts in her new school on Wednesday. She just turned 7 today. So she has free reign today to do as she pleases. So if you hear a lot of noise and possibly some interruptions, please bear with me. She's just turned 7. So German 30, second trade idea of the day. My entry price is, as per my short position tool, 154.68.09. So take profit one is 154.58.09, 10 points, and then 154.48.09, 20 points, and then we're looking at about 100 points, okay, for German 30 as a target. So, I mean, I'll put this at 97 points, which is 153.71.02. Take stop loss. Stop loss, I'll just put it above previous high, 30 points. I mean, I'm looking at this interesting level here. Yeah, so I'll put it around here, which is 34 points. 1502, no, 15502.19. That's how many points away from entry? 34. So guys, second trade is out. The sell stop. Okay, I've given 2 sell stops, so they're yet to execute. Let me see, has US 30 executed already? Yes, US 30 is in blue, guys. We are literally 20 points in profit. So if you put that trade in, let me just measure this again. You see my entry is at 4,523, actually to 525. So this is trading 523. So we're actually 20 points in blue. That's what's up. So far so good, right? Now we come to gold. Don't mind my messy chat, guys. I can clear this and then start over. So gold, I like to trade gold as well. So I'm just gonna look at the weekly. I scalped gold this morning on a sell for about 58 points. And then it's pulling back and I got out. I was like, I'm done for the day. So I'm looking at gold because I always look at gold. Who doesn't trade gold? So we are literally at the weekly structure on gold, okay? We've been very bullish for the last couple of weeks, as you can see, at least consistently bullish for the last 5 weeks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 weeks. So this is where we're at. Now, question is, will it break through weekly structure and push to the upside? Who knows? Gold is gold. So, okay, let me just put my markers. So when I go on the daily, on the daily, I think for me on gold, this is my daily, daily. I'm just positioning this so that I can see. So let me look at the 4-hour. Now for me, right now, I just need to put an alert for gold. Yeah, above here and just below here. If it breaks out, if gold breaks above or below these levels, you know, where you can see my horizontal way, I'm just going to put an alert here. Then we know that we are literally breaking out. Okay, so I will put an alert here. My computer is slow, so let me just close some. Close some windows because it's just hanging now. Okay, just close everything. So I'm trying to put an alert here. Actually, this is crossing up. If gold crosses up, then I'm going to be looking for a break to the next high here. The next level would be 1917 and then probably possibly 1962. These are based on the weekly structure. And then I'll put an alert below here as well. If gold breaks below, then we are breaking to the downside, breaking out possibly to the downside. So that being said, this is the area of interest right now. We see that gold pushed above this order block and is now kind of, so I would really want gold to come back to this level. So let me just see what we're looking at on the 30 minutes. On the 30 minutes, the 30 minutes. Actually, an even cooler level is here. So this is where this would be. So, okay, so we have two interesting levels. Okay. So my take is gold either comes to this level or this level. So I'm just seeing it's just going to continue before it goes up. So I'm kind of still bearish on gold, knowing that, you know, after this really strong move to the upside, it will rally like, not rally, sorry, it will retrace or retest, you know, before it, just to find momentum to push up. Let me just drop a bit there. Sorry, and don't mind my fib. So that's where we are at. I'm seeing, you know, we may push lower to the 0.3, 0.5, which is perfect because 1896 is one of my targets. And then we can continue on, or we can even get lower to the 1891. So let me look at the 5 minute for entry. 5 minute looking snazzy. So on the 5 minutes, that's about 71 pips and then 22 pips, right? And I'll put my just above the previous high, or let me look at the 30 minutes so I see where my so I'd possibly put my high here at 33 pips, yeah. I'm pushing, I'm gunning for gold to, you know, push down. put my stop loss at 41 pips, just where this, just below, just at the previous order block. So what you can see here is gold pushed up. So it pushed here, it consolidated for a bit and then pushed up. And then it has kind of retested, okay, this level here, okay, and, you know, pushed up, came back, pushed up again. So it pushed up, retested this level once, twice, thrice, and 4 times, you know, like, so this is a shallow retrace, so it's very likely that, you know, it may want to keep on pushing up and coming down. So I will hold off on calling out gold right now. Let me look at another pair. I'll look at gold in the next 2 minutes. Euro USD. What is Euro USD telling us? So when it comes to Euro USD, when I look at the daily, let's look at the weekly first. I like to look at the weekly so that there are no surprises. You know, we just know what's happening. We're not playing any guessing games or anything of the sort. No guessing games. Daily. So generally, you know, last week and the previous week, we've been seeing a lot of manipulation in these pairs, you know. On last week, Euro kind of smacked the previous high of January 2021 this year, and then rejected, okay, and came back to the previous high of February, and that's where we are at right now. So are we still going to push up, or are we going to reject? And, you know, so I'm seeing, like I said, manipulation. When you see wicks like this, guys, I don't like trading markets like that are just wicks and wicks and wicks. So we've pushed up, okay. We've been moving steadily to the upside, we've been rallying, you know, retracing, rally, you know, and now we are literally on the weekly high, weekly and daily highs. Question is, are we ready to push up? I'm not sure. I think what I expect to see is a retest. No, a retest. So let me look at the 4-hour. So this has retested, yeah. So we might push up. We might just push up and buy. So the 5-minute. I'm not sure we're ready for the push up. I feel like we're still going to push lower. So I would want it to push a bit lower if there's some key interesting levels, you know, like if I look at this here. Okay. Like, hey, this is a key level. And this is, you know, so we are kind of in a sideways thing going on there. So there's a lot of liquidity here, and you can see, you know, what happened here, just coming to collect all this liquidity all the way down and then pushing the price back up. Okay, whether it's going to break out right now is what I'm not sure just yet. We might see some consolidation. So I don't think Euro USD is ready for me to call out. Let me look at another pair, Euro JPY, Euro. So sometimes, guys, finding these trades may take time. So this is a trade from the morning that I looked at and analyzed, and we are still pushing to this level. JPY. And why this is a good, we broke structure here. Okay, and then we retested, and then this was a really good entry. Really good entry. So boom, pushed all the way up. Let me just throw a fib to the swing high. So we are almost at the 382 level. I want to see what happens here. We might just reject and continue consolidating, or we may break structure. I mean, not break structure, we may continue pushing lower. So I'm thinking we are headed down. How many pips is this? 27, not much. So I don't think I want to risk 62. What's 62 pips? Let me look at the 5 minute. Now, on the 5 minutes, we can see a nice, and this could just continue down, 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 down. So potentially, so I like what it's doing here. So it's bounced off this once, twice, thrice, and possibly will do so a fourth time. I'd like to see, I'd put us a limit order here for Euro JPY. And I think that's what I'll do. Just put a limit order. We are late. We will, I mean, if I'd seen this earlier, would have gotten in earlier up here. But usually we trade from 4 p.m. So either way, we wouldn't have gotten that entry. So I would like to see this pushing up before it pushes down. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put a limit order, or call a limit order right about there. Sell limit, and then put my stop loss above previous high there. About 14 pips. Yep. And then shoot for the stars. Actually, so limit order for Euro JPY. So this is a third trade idea. sorry, so I want to put a sell limit order on Euro EJ. So actually EJ. So I'm just posting it in the group, guys. Sorry about that moment of silence. This is a third. Let me look at how is German 30 looking. Not yet executed, which is fine. US 30 doing pretty okay. So let's look at Euro JPY. Euro JPY, and then I'll look at gold. So Euro JPY, copy. Third trade idea, sell. Is it a sell stop or a sell order? Yeah, guys, so this is live trading. So I'll put a sell stop for Euro JPY. If you're watching, you can jump into it. That's 133.720, and then 133.620 is 10 pips. 10 pips. And then 133.520 is 20 pips, and our target is 64 pips. 64 pips. And that is 133.071. My SL is 14 pips away from entry. And I just put it above the previous, high, which is 133.861. 14 pips. So here, I think we can do a sell stop. Just looking at it again to confirm what I'm seeing. So I'm seeing this push down. This is retesting this level and then continue to push down. So there we go. My third trade of the New York session is out in my signals group. So let's look at gold, guys. Let us look at gold. So gold, I want gold to retrace. I think gold is going to retrace. I think so. So we can see what happened here. Gold pushed up, retested. Okay. Didn't really get to this level again, but then pushed up. Okay. Retraced, broke through structure, created another order block there, consolidated for a bit, and then pushed to the very top and then formed the swing high on the weekly, daily. And then began to retrace, retested the initial order block, and it's just been scaling lower and lower and lower high. So now we are back here at this level, and I'm like still bearish on gold as well. I am weirdly bearish on gold, though US 30 and gold tend to move in opposite directions. We are seeing US 30 now is about 40 points in profit. Let me look at AUD USD first. AUD USD. So I'm going to clear this chart and go to the weekly. I tend to find AU pairs correlating pretty well with the indices. So that's why I'm looking at it so that I can have a good idea of. I want to look at AUD USD and then I'll look at GBP JPY, but let's look at AUD USD first. So I've called 3 trades. I usually like to give like the New York session maybe 5 pairs. So I'm looking for 2 more. 2 more items. 2 more. So this is where we're at on the weekly. This is where we're at on the daily. Hmm. We are pushing up, but I think we're headed down. Maybe pushing up right now. But I really, 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 really think. So there was, from this level here, area of interest. We tested this a couple of times and then pushed up. We tested this, but I feel like it's gonna come down all the way, grab all this liquidity before it pushes up. Yeah, but let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see. I'm very bearish on AU, despite it looking bullish right now. On the 4 hour, looks like it wants to push higher, but I'm generally like, okay, we've kind of been forming a down, trend. So even if it pushes up, it just, I don't think, even the way the candles look, I'm more biased to the downside. I'm more biased to the downside. Okay, so came here, grabbed liquidity, and then consolidated a bit and continued on the upside. So I'm just like, if we do go any higher, it will possibly to that level before we drop. So let me just see what's up here. These are about 29, 30 pips, 30 pips, 30 pips. We are on a really interesting level here. So this isn't ready either. Let me go back to US, to gold. Gold might actually not drop the way it's behaving now. It just push up, but let's see. Let's look at GBP USD. So GBP USD has been consolidating, but it's gotten to a point where by now it's definitely, doing its side thing, and I think it wants to drop. So what I'm gonna do now is, I looked at this earlier, guys, so don't mind me right now. I'm just like getting into action. But I want to look at the 5 minute. This is a 5 minute. How is the 5 minute looking? This is the key level of interest. So So that's where we're at. And I am looking at about 64 points on GBP USD. I think I want to call this 16 pips above entry, just above the previous high. No, prepare. There. So I'm gonna call, and the reason why I'm calling this for sell, guys, is because this is a very key. You can see this level here. It's been retested a couple of times, broke through here, pushed up, failed to really, make impact to the upside, came down, tried to get there again, came down, I mean, there's so many touches to this level. And that's why I'm now kind of biased for GU to begin to push lower. Yeah, that's the only reason, people. And we are seeing this kind of like a trend here happening, respected structure. We might, see the continuation of the trend, but before that, I feel like we need to like retest certain levels, certain institutional levels, like here, for example. So worst case scenario, we drop like how many pips? Like about 35 pips if we don't get to the 64. But we have 9 minutes to this candle, so I'm not in a hurry to call this right now. I want to see if there'll be a rejection before it does its thing downwards. So that's GU, GBP, JPY. So if you guys see something here, GJ, okay, broke this level and pushed up. So broke here. So this was really, really a very powerful zone. And I usually say, when you find a swing low that breaks out very low here, it usually is followed by a very strong push to the upside. And once we saw it getting to this level, let me first go on the weekly. We see a tapering in price. So the weekly, that's how we're looking. So we rejected the weekly, okay? After this impulse here, I'm just like, why aren't we thinking that we will actually push on to the upside, swing high? Yeah, so definitely. Okay, my people. So price should at least get to this level. I like that it's pushed back up, giving us an opportunity for an entry. The market is, in my opinion, is quite bearish, in my humble opinion. But let's look at the lower time frame. What's happening on the lower time frame? We can see what's happening on the lower time frame. So pretty much trying to go lower. Pretty much. Let me see what distance we have here. We have about 38 pips, and then we have another 100 pips. So I am bearish on GJ. Like, I can't be anything else but bearish. Just that we are a bit late on entry. A nice entry would have been up here. Hoping we can retest that level. Okay. So 5 more minutes. I'm just waiting for 5 more minutes, guys, to make calls, to make other calls. Okay, we have 5 minutes on this 30-minute candle. Let me look at the 5-minute chart. That's where we are at. Once, twice, thrice, 4 times. So you'll see how this is. So GJ, I'm going to call it for a sell. It's looking much nicer than copy GJ. What the fuck? Is EJ going for my stop loss? Better not be. Let's wait, guys. Let's wait. Let's wait for the 3 minutes. ADUSD, how is it looking? Like I said, it's probably trying to grab some liquidity up there and then push lower. Let me just look at Euro USD. I'm actually bearish on all these pairs, although they are not yet ready to be. There's a possibility this might push up. The bearish call is not ready. This might just go all the way to the top before it continues. So we're in a range, guys. We're in a range right now. This is really looking like an upside down head and shoulders. You know, if you're one of those people who trades patterns. But I'm not falling for it right now. I ain't falling for you. Two more minutes. Let me be looking at other pairs. Euro GBP. Just want to make some confirmation. Euro pairs are all looking similar. So let me look at CAD, JPY. Dun, 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 uh, okay, okay. Entity GPY. Hmm. Okay, so back to, yeah, it's now 5 p.m. As I was waiting for, that's why I wait for this market. 1.4. Hmm. Let us observe the 30 minutes, the 5 minute, the 5 minutes. We are seeing rejection to the downside, but okay, I'm just waiting for this candle to close. No, 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 no. We may buy Euro USD. Just waiting to see if it retests this level. Waiting to see if it retests or not. Hmm. I'm looking at a different setup right now. Almost at previous high. So two things here, guys. We could either see a push to the upside, okay? So I will give both a buy stop and a sell stop. And we can also see a short position at this level to the downside, about 57 pips, 16 pip stop loss. I'm just doing that at the exact that order block. So two different trades, guys, potentially, but we're looking bullish. So let me look at USD JPY. Okay, so GBP USD. Euro USD is also looking bullish now. I really wanted to retest. Why isn't it retesting? For a better entry. I wanted to retest. Although it has here already. It would be nice if it could push lower before it pushes up. No, I'm more biased for, okay, guys, now let me be serious. I'm more biased for this pair to push down, okay? Only because I'm seeing that it's just been scaling lower highs, especially from this lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. There's, not so much like volume at the bottom here. So that's why I feel like, the sellers are going to continue to push this price lower. That's what I'm looking at. So US 30, we already got about 57 points. German 30, I think, is still asleep. Yeah, it's German 30 for you. Euro JPY had pulled back and it's just there, looking like it wants to hit my stop loss. Yep. GBP, JPY. Okay, so I'm going to call GJ. Did I say GU, GJ, and GU? Okay, so 155, wait, GJ. So 155.334. What I read? Yeah, 155.234, 10 pips, 155.134, 20 pips. And then TP3, 154.556. No, yes. Although, let me see the nearest TP here. 34 pips, and then about, I'll just put this at 65 pips. So 155, 54.688 is about 65 pips. So target TP about maybe 70, but yeah, 65 pips is fine. SL, I'm putting it at, this is a really good formation for SL. So SL for GJ, because she can pull back, I'll just put it above, I'll put it at 18 points. Pips, 155.523, 18 points, 18 pips. So this is my fourth trade call. The New York session. Whew. This work is tiring with the USD. We've done about an hour, guys. I want GU to finish doing whatever it's doing here before I call it for ourselves. I'm biased, I'm bearish on GU as well. Okay. Where AUD USD. Let me look at AUD JP. So AU will push to this level and then drop. Okay, so when it drops, I'm going to give a sell stop of about 60 pips. 60 pips, and then the high, I'll put it above previous high, which is thereabouts. So let it push up, okay, scale those, and then it will drop. So it will push up to whatever it wants to push up, or just previous, and then yeah. So look at the lower time frame. Yeah, so once it's done doing whatever it's doing here, we will be back. We will be back. Okay. So I'm going to give AUDJPY. Whew. Fifth trade idea. And we are good. At least we've done our 5. If it doesn't activate, it's okay, guys. I mean, that's fine. I'm giving a pending order. So my entry is 84.835. So this is a pending order, guys. 84.735 is 10 pips, 84, 84.735, then 84.635 is 20 pips, and then 30 pips is 59 pips rather is for 60, 84.245, 84.2, 60 pips, 60. Stop loss, I'm putting it at 84.972. Yep. So we are still waiting on GJ to execute. Waiting on AUDJPY to execute as well. Then okay, let me look at gold before we wrap up. Gold is pushing up, pushing up. So gold rejected this order block. So we're now officially looking bullish. Let's see. Sorry, under the fib. I wanted to drag the fib. So we only retraced to the 0.382 level. Very shallow retracement. Gold, no. My take is gold is still has ways to go down before it even dares to go in any other direction. So I'm just gonna stick to my original plan. Okay. What's the 5 minute telling me? You see, this rejection here is what is making me feel like we are gonna push down. I want to look at US30 because US30 and gold tend to be inversely correlated. The thing about US30 I like is it moves very fast and you can be done with it. Sorry. Like we are headed down. So gold isn't ready yet. Okay, so I'm not gonna call it now. The market is so slow, guys. So I think that's it for today. So far, and we can always come back and check. I've given 5 trades. I've given 5 trades. I've given the first one was US30, which has already gotten to 57 points, so we are in good blue there. New German 30, not yet executed. Euro JPY executed and kind of is in a pullback right now. I've also given out GJ and AUDJPY. That's it for today, guys. That is really it for today. So that's it for today, guys. I'll probably call out gold before the next half hour. I'm still looking at it. Okay. Let's see how the next 5-minute candle opens. There we go, as you guys can see. Wait for a couple of minutes. That candle needs to close. The 30-minute candle needs to close to confirm my setup. But guys, that's it for now. Thank you so much for tuning in as always. See you next Monday. We'll be trading live again. I hope you got some value from this session. I hope you made some money if you took any trade. So far, the only trade that has already moved is US 30. The rest, German 30, are yet to execute. Okay, almost there, not yet there. Euro JPY did execute but pulled back slightly. I also called GBP, JPY. There we go. And then I also called out AUD, JPY. There we go. And I'm still waiting for gold. 50-50 on it yet. Still, I'm not seeing the perfect setup. I'm waiting for this candle to close. I had also looked at Euro USD, which is looking bullish. Not ready there. USD JPY. Yep. There we go. So last trade of the day. This will be my last call of the day, USD JPY. It's just invalidated. Where I'm calling it is it's invalidated the previous bullish candle, or it's invalidating. So that's the last trade for today. UJ. I'm waiting for it to pull back though, slightly. So I'm gonna wait for it to pull back and then we can call it a day. So thanks guys. See you next week, same time. It's been lovely having you here. And yes, thank you guys. We'll see you soon. Bye.